Welcome back to Mass Effect 2, everyone. So, we spent some time on the Citadel last time. We spoke to Anderson, we spent a load of money in the shops. We went to the bar, we had a dance. We told Udina to do one. We got reinstated as a Spectre, but kind of in the background by the Council, who still refused to acknowledge the existence of the Reapers. And we smacked a journalist in the face, which I wasn't expecting. I wonder if that's different for male Shepard, just because, you know, I imagine that would be pretty, you know, for a big like hulking soldier to just like cold clock female journalist in the face might have been a bit much. Anyway, I've been thinking about what to do, and I don't think the order. You guys have been telling me that the order doesn't really matter. That we do stuff in terms of side quests. Like, obviously, if we get to like the final mission, we're going to need to do stuff before that. But I kind of want to go and see Tali. You know, I feel like we've got all these kind of fresh faces besides Garrus, obviously, and Joker and the Doctor, but. It'd be nice to go, because it said we could recruit her. I didn't know if we'd be able to recruit her, but it'd be nice to go and see her. And my hope is that she is actually at home, that she is on board the flotilla, the migrant fleet of the Quarians, which is something I desperately want to see. But we need to catch up on some codex entries. I'm going to read Arrival. Isn't that the quest I'm supposed to avoid? Avoid arrival quest. Okay, I'll still read it, but I'm not going to read the ships and technology stuff just yet, in case we've got a lot of entries. Right, so let's read the secondary entries first. Non-council races. Okay, it must have been this one about the collectors. I don't like them when they put it at the top, because it automatically takes away the new label. Okay, the Collector General. So that was that kind of multi-limbed, kind of much more insectoid-looking creature that was in charge of their ship, or operating the ship. It's a general. Cerberus xenobiologists believed until recently that the Collectors were coordinated by a biotically active caste, similar to other insectoid alien species. Okay, yeah, I guess the Rachni had a similar kind of structure, right, where there was a commander commanding lots of drones or something, I guess. New evidence suggests the Collectors have a single commander, a so-called Collector General, that has never been seen on the battlefield. Instead, it selects its minions as remote platforms for its consciousness in a process that has been likened to a biological hack or a cybernetic version of demonic possession. Okay, so maybe it was purely the general who was taking control. Maybe that's who Harbinger is. Harbinger, so at this point we don't know whether Harbinger is a Reaper or whether Harbinger is just a Collector General. My guess is that it's a Reaper. It could be both, right? It could be leveraging the powers of the General. The Collector General can send a secure signal to any one of its minions, smoothly take control of their motor functions, and awaken their previously dormant biotic potential. In a matter of seconds, even the lowliest Collector drone can be upgraded to a battle-hardened biotic commander. If the Collector dies, the General can simply activate and control another body. Post-mortem analysis reveals that this command signal relies on cybernetic implants directly installed in the Collector's cerebellums, and now but how the technology functions is presently unknown. Collecting sensory input and motor functions simultaneous with remotely amplifying biotic abilities is beyond the grasp of current human science. Why such an advanced species would be interested in humans is puzzling. More disturbing still, victims of the Collectors say the General has spoken to them and referred to itself by a human name, Harbinger. I still feel like this is going to be a Reaper working in tandem with a General. Because we saw the general in the cutscenes, but I still feel like there's some Reaper influence here. Okay, non-sapient creatures. The science. Oh, we read this already. It's just because I died so many times. Okay, arrival. The Reaper's secrets. I don't know if this is going to spoil stuff, but this is the quest we need to avoid anyway. Aratot. Nothing is impossible, says the hegemony propaganda poster that depicts a muscular Batarian miner under an Aratot sky. His rebreather held away from his face as if he's just taken it off. The image sums up millions of man-hours of labour on the Batarian planet and represents or misrepresents much of its history. 2 decades ago, Aratot, like several planets in the Skyllian Verge, was claimed by both human and Batarian governments, but the Alliance backed out after learning about the atmosphere's dangerously low pressure and oxygen levels. Instead, they concentrated their colonial efforts on planet that could support human life without the aid of domed habitats and rebreathers. Human governments saw it as a wise move, Batarians saw it as cowardly. The Batarians rose to the colonization challenge, shipping in large numbers of labourers. They took the high financial costs and casualties due to accidents and logistical snafus in stride. Large-scale dumping of cyanobacteria has increased the oxygen in the atmosphere by a fraction of 1%, a modest increase that the hegemony trumpets as a sign of their eventual victory. Short-term profits on Aratot are largely made in the minerals sector through mining the extremely metal-rich planetary crust. The dark side to the mining does not appear on the propaganda poster though. The majority of labourers are indentured servants or slaves. Aratot is rumoured to have military bases on its surface and throughout its solar system, though details are heavily restricted by the hegemony's Ministry of Information Control. Human merchant ships rarely come to the planet, out-competed by local companies that benefit from heavy economic protections. The average Aratot citizen only sees humans on the news, usually featured in stories of trials and executions of accused spies. Okay, interesting. The Master Thief, Kasmi's Secrets. Grey boxes. A mnemonic neural recall stimulator, also known as a grey box, is a device implanted in the brain to assist and prioritise memory, originally developed to slow the progression of Alzheimer's disease. Grey boxes function by helping the amygdala chunk incoming stimuli into recognisable pieces for memory consolidation. Each memory is assigned a shape or sensation from other memories, tying the concepts together into a block that is more easily recalled. I feel like this is taking a few liberties with how Alzheimer's actually functions, because the way that Alzheimer's disease works, although the memories themselves will eventually, and in dementia, will eventually be eroded, that only happens in the very, very late stages. The memories themselves are more than often completely intact in people with Alzheimer's and dementia. The problem is not the degradation of the memory, it's the degradation of the road, if you will, the path, the connection to the memory is what it gets slowly eroded first. The problem is not the memory itself, it's the ability to get to it. And then eventually, in very late stage Alzheimer's, that the memory itself can be eroded, but it's, yeah. I did write a neurobiology paper on this, but I might be misinterpreting what this is trying to say. Each memory is assigned a shape or sensation from other memories, tying the concepts together into a block that's more easily recalled. That's not how the brain works, man. I'm sorry, that really isn't how it works. Mnemonic recall, it's just not how the brain, like, Yeah. The whole the computational models of the brain simply don't work. Like, it's not how the brain works. Like I don't know how long ago it would have been, but maybe 15 years ago. Like, people trying to design models of how the brain works and how it, you know, saves information. They completely got rid of everything that people had been doing since the 60s. Like, so basically a lot of models of memory consolidation and language learning and anything like that, right, was done through a computational model where things were, they kind of thought that the brain operated on a similar system to how computers work, right? So when information goes into a computer, it gets translated, right, into binary or whatever, and it gets translated into code anyway. And then when you want to recall the information, it has to get retranslated back into whatever information it was originally, a picture, you know, a text document, whatever it was, right? So then they designed all these computational models of the brain in a similar way where, you know, things that you see, things that you hear, whatever sensory stimulus would then get translated and stored in the brain, and then it gets you know, and then when you want to recall it, it kind of does the opposite. And the reality is the brain does not work that way, because that system of recalling and storing and recalling information is incredibly inefficient. What really happens is it's like an immediate recall, as long as you have the right cue to the memory. Like, you know, if I wanted to think of I don't know, a blue flower, a particular blue flower that I'd seen, right, and that was memorable, or the first time, something more memorable than that anyway. Like, my recall of that area of the specific kind of area of the brain that flashes when I first saw that would simply be flashed again, as if I'd seen it in real life. That's how the memory works. It's just the exact same neural imprint reappearing again. It's not like it needs to be translated, retranslated to be brought back into memory. It just doesn't work like that. Yeah. So anyway, that's why a lot more AI progressions have been made, or progressions towards AI have been made, because the way that engineers and whoever have been designing artificial intelligence is based on this new way of thinking and not on old computational models. So there's no translating it into code and all that, like, inefficient labor. Now a lot of AI is designed for immediate recall. Sorry, God, I've gone on such a tangent there. When Synthetic Insights first released them onto the market in 2140, grey boxes were hailed as a way humans could level the playing field between themselves and the Solarians, whose natural eidetic memories gave them an advantage. However, because the implant procedure of a grey box requires the brain to irreversibly shift its workload over to the machine, software bugs or attempted removal of the grey box for maintenance purposes could lead to incapacitating brain damage. For this reason, grey boxes soon became used only by those with a dire need for photographic memories, such as researchers and spies. In 2175, sale and implantation of grey boxes were outlawed by the Systems Alliance following an incident with Abraham Rumoy, an employee of the Alliance Intelligence Agency. Rumoy was believed to be a professional conman and thief named Keiji Okuda, who accessed and sold classified data. However, prosecuting attorneys were unable to use his assisted memories as evidence due to the Alliance Court system's prohibitions against self-incrimination based on the Fifth Amendment of the old US Constitution. What the fuck? Why is that coming into me? Why would you base anything on that constitution? Right, Rumoy soon disappeared off the map following his trial, further heightening suspicions that he was Okuda and living off of ill-gotten gains. That is the one thing that I think a lot of people find funny about the American Constitution and the amendments, is how they're seen as these kind of God-given laws that people always seem to reference. Yet I'm not saying everyone does, I just mean people who, you know, who are a bit nationalistic, I guess. But it's like, do you not understand the meaning of the word amendment? Amendment means, you know, it can be changed and corrected and updated. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so that's who KG is. When found outside a human head, grey boxes are usually accessed with a specialised reader. A separate decryption key is almost always required, as users with data sensitive enough to require a grey box invariably install their own encryption. Yeah, I mean, there's a Black Mirror episode about stuff like this, and then you can kind of rewind through your own memories and stuff in extreme clarity. Kind of scary, right? Okay, Beckenstein, this is where we need to go for this quest. More glittering than diamonds, more expensive than surgery, is how travel agents describe this planet behind closed doors. Given the opportunity to colonize planets after the First Contact War, the Systems Alliance chose Beckenstein to be their trading arm, producing goods to be sold on the nearby Citadel. Cracking the vast galactic marketplace proved difficult. The first human products sold on novelty alone. Then, lack of demand hit Beckenstein's economy hard. Only in the second generation of colonists did the planet find a sustainable niche in high-quality entertainment and luxury goods. Once brand awareness sunk in, aliens flocked to Beckenstein's many spaceports. The planet today boasts more millionaires and billionaires per capita than any other human colony. Interesting. Though its crime tends to be white-collar and non-violent, Beckenstein is not without its dark side. Both its suicide rate and inflation are extremely high compared to other worlds. Unemployment is artificially low because few people immigrate to the expensive planet without having a job lined up, and the cost of living is so great that unemployed workers typically leave for kinder planets after just a few months. Those who stay see themselves as tougher, sharper, and more skillful than the rest, as well as capable of getting respect and employment on any lesser planet. As a popular song says, if you can make it on the back, you've got him by the neck. That does sound a little bit like, I'm not saying about the crime or anything, but the suicide rate, the low unemployment level, being expensive to live, sounds a little bit like Tokyo. A little bit. Interesting. Okay. Publications. Revelation. Revelation is a popular military historical novel by human writer Druk Persian that dramatizes human conflicts and political expansion following the 2148 discovery of the Prothean mass relay on Pluto, the beginning of human galactic exploration. In 2165, years before his rise to political prominence, Lieutenant David Anderson was a young veteran of the Turian War, investigating the destruction of top-secret military research station Shanxi. Every scientist stationed at Shanxi had been slaughtered except Carly Sanders, who'd disappeared with secret files, making her Anderson's prime suspect. The book traced Anderson's dangerous investigation of Sanders, which included run-ins with the Blue Sun mercenaries and a Krogan bounty hunter. The investigation uncovered illegal research into AI and forced Anderson into an alliance with human-hating Turian Spectre Seren Arterius, who would eventually enter into a genocidal collaboration with the Geth. Okay, so this is loosely based on Captain Anderson, right? I might have misinterpreted that thing about Alzheimer's, but that was my initial reading of it, at least. Okay, non-council races. Sorry, Mr. Narrator. Sorry. Who have we got? Batarians. Look at that picture of the Batarians. Welcome! Okay, oh yeah, Praetorians. Damn it. That's what we had to fight. Oh god, look at all the heads. Oh, there's an entry on Sovereign. Hovering tanks resembling a cross between an octopus and a giant crab, Praetorians are well-armoured killing machines of mysterious origin. Praetorians employ redundant systems from the multiple humans encased within them. Armed with eye-mounted particle beams, they're capable of unleashing devastating close-range energy attacks that also regenerate their shields. Oh, I should have read this before I fought it. Within hours after death, the organic components of Praetorian corpses disintegrate into a denured pus, while their mechanisms turn to ash. One specimen, autopsied within minutes of death, reveals a clue. Nanomachines may disintegrate the Praetorians' organic and mechanical components before self-destructing. If correct, this self-rendering hypothesis could account for 3 documented cases of dead Praetorians, apparently releasing or becoming clouds of neurotoxic gases, causing suffocating paralysis and nearly instant death. In one remote facility, 17 soldiers died from gas inhalation while assessing the Praetorian. Any personnel in the vicinity of dead Praetorians are urged to protect themselves with breathing apparatus. Interesting. Okay, Sovereign. The flagship of the rogue ex-Spectre Saren Arterius, Sovereign is a devastating dreadnought of unprecedented power. This sounds like the propaganda version. At 2 kilometers long, Sovereign was believed to have been powered by a gigantic Element Zero core, the only energy source potent enough to land the massive vessel on a planet. During the Eden Prime War, the ship unleashed its peerless destructive force against which Council ships were defenseless. With a virtually indestructible flagship and a crew of fanatic Geth and Krogan, Seren nearly succeeded in wiping out all his enemies. Only the resourcefulness and bravery of the commander and crew of the SSV Normandy stopped him. The overwhelming power of Sovereign ignited bizarre speculation in tabloid media that the vessel was sent by extragalactic invaders, or was, despite indeterminate photographic evidence at best, a single giant robot. Some sources even claimed that Sovereign was alive. Such conjecture, however baseless, remains to this day. But at least we believe that we believe it. Okay, interesting. So that's kind of the propaganda version. We'll read this stuff on equipment and stuff later. So let's find this arrival quest. Right, there it is. Admiral Hackett asked Shepard to infiltrate a Batarian outpost and rescue Dr. Amanda Kenson. Kenson is a deep cover operative and scientist who claims to have proof of an imminent Reaper invasion. Oh, right. So she's not going to join the squad then, because this is a post-game DLC quest, right? Okay. Okay, that's taken 25 minutes. Yeah, sorry, about bringing up the Alzheimer's stuff, I get a little bit touchy about it because Alzheimer's is quite prominent in my family, and I always get a bit upset when I start talking about it, as I'm sure anyone who's had to deal with it would. Okay, off to the mass relay. Oh, the Boltzmann. I want to go and see Tali. There's no time limit on these things. Okay, so here's the arrival quest. Avoid that at all costs. The Crescent Nebula has a lot there. Liara, the Assassin, the Justicar, Miranda's side quest. So going there is going to result in a lot of stuff happening. So let's go to the far rim. This doesn't look like a star system, so I'm like really intrigued if we're going to see the flotilla. That's where we're going. Oh, she's on Haystrom. Damn it. Ooh. Is this a red dwarf? Okay, so there's probably other systems, no? Okay, so how many other planets are there? Oh, yeah. Ma'at. Hey, my system, Ma'at. Ma'at. Let's read these planets first. Charoom. Once a starship refueling station for the Quarians, Charoom has expanded under Geth rule. Thousands of orbital platforms surround the planet and its many moons, refining helium into helium-3. A vast Geth fleet comes and goes between Shroom and Haestrom, preventing all but the most stealthy of spy drones from discovering any information about it. Current estimates place the Geth fleet numbers between 5,000 and 10,000 ships with unknown levels of armament. Travel advisory. Most intelligent estimates state that approaching Shroom is tantamount to suicide. All civilian traffic is prohibited. Population. 250,000 to 500,000 platforms. Largest station, Hell's Hive. Okay, so I can't remember what the Geth homeworld was called. Or the original Quarian homeworld. It's only moderate anyway. Interesting, man. Let's check this asteroid field. I think we still need to check these, I could be wrong. Gotha. A dwarf planet, Gotha has a pressure cooker atmosphere that brings its surface temperature to a scorching level. Carbon dioxide and ethane are plentiful in the planet's hazy atmosphere. There's been some speculation in the mining community about whether all of the precious metals were mined by the Quarians before they fled the system some 3 centuries ago. Rumours abound that anyone who could brave the Geth in the system could find loads of naturally occurring diamond on Gotha, but this is likely just a starship legend. Travel advisory. Gotha is in Geth space. All civilian traffic is prohibited. Okay. Alright, there is a side quest here. Look at the white. Alright, we'll come here after Tali. Okay. I just want to look at the Geth.
In the early 21, the Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs. They were created by the Quarians 300 years ago as tools of labor and war.
Quarian
home
homeworld
system by the Geth nearly 3 centuries ago, most Quarians now live aboard the migrant fleet, a flotilla of 50,000 vessels ranging in size from passenger shuttles to mobile space stations.
You guys will have to fill me in on what their home planet's called. Okay, we'll check out that side quest, obviously. But after we go and see Tali. There's no refueling station here, though. Haestrom. So we're going to be fighting Geth, so we'll probably take Mordin with us. And I don't know, because it's Tali, I feel like we should probably take Garrus. Because he's part tech as well, right? Formerly a Quarian colony, Haestrom was established to observe the phenomena on Dolan, the system's parent star. Dolan appeared to be unstable, with a high possibility of erupting prematurely into a red giant. Haestrom was lost to the Geth in 1869 CE. Soon after, all communication from the planet and its attendant space stations ceased. The Geth have shown no signs of treating Dolan as a threat. Over the past 3 centuries, other than establishing several space stations near it. Dolan's magnetic eruptions and solar output overwhelm most communications near it, and it is unclear how the Geth have compensated. Today, space probe scans indicate extensive orbital construction around Haestrom, housing thousands of Geth platforms and an unknown number of Geth software mines. It's not known how many Geth are on the planet's surface. Spy probes face interference from Dolan, making remote scanning difficult. Resource estimations based on Geth mining, refining, and fabricating practices suggest that the planet has at least 20 more years of use before it's exhausted. Intelligence experts speculate that the Geth have not exploited all of their resources because they wish to keep some in reserve for repairs. Travel advisory. Haestrom is a Geth stronghold. Military spy drones use cutting-edge stealth technology and are the only vehicles. Military spy drones using cutting-edge stealth technology are the only vehicles that have returned unharmed from Geth space. All civilian traffic is prohibited. Alright, in we go. Let's go get Tali. So she's clearly investigating the Geth. So we're definitely taking Mordin. Would like to take Kasumi. Just because she's new and she's cool. But Garrus knows Tali, so I think it... Although I need to build loadouts that will be effective, I still want to take squad mates who have an interest in the story or the characters. But I'm taking Mordin because there's Geth, so that is a strategic decision because he's an engineer. He's got abilities that are effective against synthetics. So. And we've got some sniper rifle upgrades recently, right? So, yeah, we'll take these two. I'd like to take Kasumi, but I don't know. Okay. Yeah, pistols. An incisor. This is the one that does damage to shields, isn't it? Okay, able to take most targets in a single shot. Incredibly accurate, but the slow rate of fire. Effective against armor, but weak against shields. Okay, so shields, armor for that one, and shields for this one. We're going to be running into a lot of shields, right? So we need to make sure we pick... Effective against armor, shields, and barriers. Huh. Medium range. Okay. Hybrid weapon with an assault, lower heat production, sniper rifles punch. But it doesn't have the sniper rifle's precision scope. Marksman favorite. It's increased power over that of an assault rifle to bring down hardened targets. Its lack of full auto setting is advertised as a feature rather than a shortcoming, since it curbs a soldier's tendency to spray inaccurate fire. Okay, we'll stick with that. I'm not sure whether to do... because we've got abilities that will help deal with shields. You guys might have to tell me about this. I'm going to keep the Mantis for this run. Oh. Oh.
Shepard, our data indicates that Tali is somewhere in these ruins. There is considerable Geth activity and an environmental hazard. Solar output has overwhelmed Hastrom's protective magnetosphere. Exposure to direct sunlight will damage your shields.
I forgot to change my heavy weapon. Crap. Damn it, Matt. Oh, it's dark here. Oh, I didn't bring my the right heavy weapon. Rookie mistake. Alright, we're dealing with the Geth again. This should be fun at least. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, we have to stay in the shadows. Guys, get out, get out, get out.
Indeed.
Understood.
Okay, we need to sprint to the shadows. Go, go, go.
Coming.
Of course.
I'm with you.
Be right there.
You got it.
We'll stay close.
On my way.
Indeed.
Dude, get over
On
here!
your six.
With you.
We'll see his shields reactivate. There we go.
I'm having serious issues with my shields.
Need to avoid sunlight. Keep to shaded areas.
Yeah, I understand. Run! See, we can't even sprint that distance. Seriously, guys.
Coming. Coming. I'm on
You
it.
idiots, come on! Is this a joke? What What are they doing? You try to get yourselves killed.
Emergency log entry. The gates are here. I've stayed to buy the others time. Anyone who gets this, find Talizor. She and that data are all that matters. Kill us alive.
Okay. Got a damaged Geth. Dead Quarian.
Emergency log entry. The gates are here. I've stayed to buy the others time. Anyone who gets this, find Talizor. She and that data are all that matters. Kill us alive.
Let's open the gate. Let's be ready, chaps.
Incoming dropship.
Oh! Go, Ava, go!
Enjoy.
Right, they've got shields.
Not difficult.
Who's got shields? Go, Ava, go! Can you not jump over that, Shepard?
Next, not difficult.
There's more of them somewhere. Maybe? Okay, stay out of the sunlight. Oh man, this is a minefield. Guys, what? Garrus, stop it, man!
Understood.
Indeed.
Jesus.
We should find an alternate path. We're roasting out here.
Yep. This is dead, this is curtains. Nope, I got flanked. Okay, I don't know how we can approach this at all. This is difficult.
Incoming dropship.
Come on, guys.
Enemies inbound.
We're gonna have to stay at range. Oh, damn it.
Just the thing to help. Killed that one.
We're gonna have to draw them out and pull back. I don't really see any other way of dealing with this.
We should find an alternate path. We're roasting out here.
Yeah, I got you.
Not a problem.
On your six.
Guys, come back. Come back. Shit, the head. Oh, thank you.
I'll take it.
Heavy pistol damage. Nice.
Taking heavy fire.
Oops. Go get him, Ava. Guys, where the hell are you?
With you.
Go, Ava, go.
Here, enjoy.
Nice. Got him. Nice shots, Garrus.
Firing!
That's not what I meant.
On your
Jesus.
six.
Okay, come on, let's run. Okay, we are mincing these guys with our... Okay, Tempest SMG, nice. Tempest submachine gun acquired. The following squad members are now able to use it. We're one of them. Nice. Quarian radio.
Squad leader Calriker, come in, over.
We're here to help.
This is Commander Shepard of the Normandy. Can we provide assistance?
Patch your radio into channel 617 Theta. We were on a stealth mission, high risk. We found what we were after. The Geth found us. They've got us pinned down. Can't get to our ship. Can't transmit data through the solar radiation.
Okay. How many of you are there?
What's the status of your team? How many of you are left?
We were a small squad, dozen Marines plus the science team. We're down to half strength now. Made the synthetic bastards pay for it, though.
What's your mission exactly?
What brought you this deep into Geth-controlled space?
You're asking the wrong person, Shepard. I just point and shoot. Something about the sun. It's going bad faster than it should. Some kind of energy problem.
When did the Geth get here?
Any idea where the Geth came from?
One of their patrol ships found us. Dropships started raining Geth down on our heads before we could get off world. Systems under Geth control. We knew they made planetary sweeps periodically. We hoped going low emissions would hide us.
Do you know if there are more
Do
coming?
we have to worry about the Geth sending in reinforcements?
I don't think so. Their patrol ship hasn't lifted off again. The radiation blocks all off-world communication.
What's your status?
How are you holding up? We can be there in a few minutes.
Take it slow and careful. Direct sunlight fries our shields all to hell. We're bunkered down at base camp across the valley. I left Talizor at a secure shelter, then doubled back to hold the choke point. Getting Tali out safely is our top priority. If you can extract her, we'll keep him off you.
She's alive.
You got confirmation that the Geth haven't reached Tali yet?
Affirmative. Left my best men with her. When you get here, you can talk to her on the comm. Every Marine on this rock is sworn to protect Talizora. As long as one of us is still drawing air, she'll be safe.
Okay. Stay where you are.
Hold position. We'll hit their back ranks.
Wait, watch your ass. We got a dropship coming in.
Sure. Oh!
Crap, doorway's blocked. Grab the demo charges in the buildings nearby. Use them to clear a path.
Shepard, I have scanned the area and located the demolition charges the Quarian commander mentioned.
Put it on my radar.
You will need both sets
Oh my
of
god!
charges to clear the
This guy's invisible!
Kill that one.
My goodness. Right, we need to get some explosives from somewhere. Whoa, 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 whoa. Chill out. Is there another wave coming?
This should slow him down.
Man, we are wrecking shop here. I like this squad for synthetics, man. Nice.
This should slow him down. There we go.
Oh, we're doing like no damage then. Oh! Modin.
There we go.
Right, Ava. Help us out.
Should do the...
Got no shields!
Oh. Crap.
That one hit.
Ouch. Right, hit him with oh. Whoa. Yeah, we're doing alright. I think I need to use Ava a lot more. I'm going to stick with Ava. Nebuchadnezzar's too long to say while we're in the middle of combat. Demolition charges, sure. Tally's journal.
We need a core sample to get a timeline on the rate of radiation increase, but our equipment keeps dying on us. Shepard once used a mining laser to clear some rubble back on Therum. Maybe I can do something similar with demolition charges.
One of two, okay. Let's check this way out first. I can't remember how many Metagel charges we can pick up now. It's quite a lot, isn't it?
We need a core sample to get a timeline on the rate of radiation increase.
Uh-oh.
Burn through any armor.
Ava, help us out. Oh, Ava. Nice work, Ava. Oh, really? Help me out. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, we need to use this active pause way more.
Headed for combat.
My shields are down.
And stay down.
Not.
Okay, they're on cooldown. I'm not sure. I think I kind of prefer him with this heavy rifle, to be honest. Right, focus on this guy.
Just the thing to help.
Understood.
Oh god! Is he down? Go, Ava, go.
Scratch one.
Nice work. Yeah, we're really well equipped for this mission. Okay. Run! Okay, what time are we on? 50 minutes. Let's check out here first. Anything else in here? Running over there is a bit risky because we're completely exposed. Right? Exactly. Looks like it's in... the sun's coming from... I'm not sure where.
It's next to impossible to get accurate solar measurements. The radiation keeps burning out our equipment. This sun shouldn't be like this. It was stable a few hundred years ago. Stars don't die that quickly.
Alright, let's run!
Got no shields! Of course.
I'm on it.
Alright, we're back. I might have missed something up there because I had to run, but... C'est la vie. That's probably where we need to go. Right, that's the... we can carry 6 then. The last demolition charge. That's where we need to go then, right? No, 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 no. Go, Ava, go! Flippin' heck! Ava, help us out. Morton, what are you doing, mate?
Shields down.
We need to go up top then, yeah? Alright, he's down. Maybe. Alright, come on then, chaps.
Excellent. Should be enough. Have to move quickly. Large impact radius.
Oh! wasn't that large. What are you chatting about, Mordin? That was a bit cruel. But... Man, everyone's dead. We need a torch, big time.
Quarian architecture. There's two words you don't expect to hear together.
Colony is deep in Geth territory. Why would Quarians come here now?
It's something they desperately want to learn, right?
Tali's order to base camp. Come in base camp.
Oh, Tali. Hang on.
Our ancestors walked these halls with uncovered heads. The sun must have been normal back then. So much space. Walls of stone. It's amazing. I wish my friends could see it. I wish Shepard were here.
I am here.
We can use this.
Tali's order to base camp. Come in base camp.
Just make sure we get everything in case this triggers something else.
Tali's order to base camp. Come in base camp.
I'm just going to quickly change my to the art projector, right?
Tali's order to base camp. Come in base camp.
It doesn't say it's specifically effective against Geth, but... Okay, so we've got the new submachine gun.
Tali's order to base camp. Come in base camp.
Same for Mordin, yep. Hey Tali.
Hello? Is anyone there?
I think I'm there. I don't think anyone else is left, Tali. But it's me.
Tali, it's Shepard.
Shepard? I'm not complaining, but you show up at the strangest times. What are you doing in the middle of Geth space?
Come here to help you.
I was in the neighborhood. I thought you might need a hand.
Thanks for coming, Shepard. It means a lot to hear your voice. Call Rieger and what's left of the Marines got me into the observatory. From where you are, it's through the door and across the field. I got the data I needed and I'm safe for now, but I've got a lot of Geth outside.
Are there any Quarians left?
Is anyone else still with you, or are you alone out there?
Rieger had a team of Marines covering me when I ran for the observatory. At least some of them are still alive. I can hear them firing at the Geth outside.
Okay, good. Can we use the Normandy?
Would it help if I brought in the Normandy?
Doubtful. These buildings are centuries old. If you bring down heavy fire, this whole
Right.
place could collapse on us.
What have you found?
What is this research you're after?
It's about this world's sun. It's aging faster than it should. I can tell you more about it once we've got fewer Geth shooting at us.
The door's locked though.
It looks like somebody sealed the door against the Geth, and the console's damaged. Can you get it open on your end?
Let me see. Yes, I can do it. Here. Should be unlocked now. Be careful, Shepard, and please do what you can to keep Rieger alive.
Okay, I like this gun. I'm going to have to end the episode, guys, sorry, but I'm just going to quickly read what this says. This submachine gun fires in long, deadly bursts, very effective against shields and biotic barriers, inaccurate at long range, weak against armor, upgrades the shuriken. The commonality of kinetic barriers has led to increased demand for rapid-fire weapons like the Tempest. Produced by Elanus Risk Control Services for the Eclipse Mercenary Band, the Tempest is an expensive but deadly addition to anyone's personal arsenal. Right, I have to ask you guys a question. So I know that headshots are much more effective in Mass Effect 2, but is that only applicable to health? Or is that applicable to armor, shields and biotic barriers. Like if they've got a blue shield and we're using the Tempest, should we still be aiming for headshots, or is shields just shoot them anywhere, and then when we've got them down to the red health bar, that's when we go for headshots? That's what I need to ask. Alright, after any episode there, guys, we'll try and help and rescue Tali in the next episode. So awesome, we've got like a good engineer team here to take on the Geth. So yeah, we'll carry on with this next time. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a thumbs up if you did, and just remember, everyone, never trust an on-crate. I'll see you next time.